I had government mediation today. Some social worker comes out and talks to me. Or doesn't know again. And this is for this social worker, this video, so I'm going to delete it after it's been reviewed, or it's been sent to be reviewed. So yeah, it's a horrible world. It's a very scary, horrible world. And if you knew about it, you would run away from it. Doesn't mean it's going to disappear. Anyone I tell about this horrible world to, they simply won't believe it. And they said it's just too horrible to believe, and I simply won't believe it. This cowardice, I think, is a danger to people's selves and other people around you, being such an ephemeral coward, purposely self-oblivious. They ought to be psychologically evaluated, and questioned to be deemed suitable for social contract. So anyway, for the social worker, just some real events that happened. In Ireland, children had been murdered in Clonmel and around Cork and in various areas, and the people that even murdered these children claimed to do it for reasons of religious absurdity. They knew better than the courts, and killing people at certain times is better for them. The Kool-Aid into you. It has happened recently in the last 7 years at least in Ireland. This has been going on a bit, and if you had listened to me, it wouldn't have happened at all, but you didn't listen to me. You thought it was crazy, and now it's happening. And these are real events, just to let you know. Okay, real events. I'd like to go talk to you about some other real events. So there's this place called Laurel Canyon in America, up in the canyon, and many celebrities lived there. Stardom, many starry people lived in these canyons, and my hero, Roman Polanski, lived in these hills. Myself and Roman Polanski share a lot of things in common. We're both geniuses, visionaries, original thinkers, and it's original thinking circuit. Oh, sorry, miss. If you want to know things like original thinking under certain stabilities, is how people make good stars. There's lots of different types of stars. So you can make bad stars. You can get stars from murdering people, and that's why people murder as well, for the reasons of stars. They're not always good things. It depends if you like to do community service, or you've been forced to do community service. The gypsies, basically, miss, that you don't believe in, because you don't see them, went out to Laurel Canyon and hung around and stared at his family from a distance. Zacchaeus kind of stuff. Being a gypsy. Gypsy means Egypt. Egypt. You're supposed to leave Egypt behind. People that don't leave Egypt behind and do Egyptsy stuff are gypsies. In Egypt, Israelites were being enslaved in bondage for their orreries, for their stars. They were starry people, Israelites, and they were being enslaved for their stars. So these gypsies came out to Laurel Canyon and they hunted and stalked the Polanski family. And you're going to have a hard time proving this, because you just sound insane. And they hunted and stalked the Polanski family. Typical human nature, as I've come to realise, it's all about killing and fucking. Bit of food in between. Once these people are just stalking you for a fairly long time, it just starts crossing their mind to either kill them or fuck them. Or fuck them and kill them. Or kill them and fuck them in the same, I don't know how they do it. This is a real event anyway. What I'm saying, Mr. Social Worker, is this happened. And Charlie Manson, the gypsy of, it's not even worth mentioning, the scum of the earth, the gypsy swine of all stupidity on the face of the earth, murdered. Murdered the Polanski family. Unborn Polanski family. That's a real event that happened. A social worker. In case you just don't want to believe in these things. This is why these things happen. You had a hard time believing me when I tell you about things like stars. I actually did get onto the Criminal Assets Bureau recently, not to be happy. I'm not in a good mood at all. I was like, can you not just investigate people that are obscenely wealthy and can't justify it? And he's like, no, they have to be criminals first. It's like, oh, really? And I was like, I thought you could just kind of like investigate anybody just so as an obscene amount of scum goes to the top, an obscene amount of money and can't exactly legitimize or justify their wealth. And I started going on to him about stars. He's like, and I said how much they put a profane price tag on them. They can be like worth 12 billion a piece or something. That's why Black Lives Matter and kids disappear and stuff all over the place. It's a lot of money, you know what I mean? If you know the right gypsy is going to pay you a couple of million or even billion. Actually, they won't even, they give you dog biscuits and they make you do it. They make you do it for $1 million and you get 12 billion themselves for killing kids. At 1400 of these, you know, I'm in a massive loss. Emotionally, I can sense my loss. I feel my loss. But I was saying 12 billion a piece. Oh yeah, and when he heard the money, he suddenly started listening to me like he wasn't listening to me at all. And then when I mentioned the money, he was so bent on listening to me. He was like, "And where would this be located now?" He just wants to know where. So I was like, "They're stars, brother." He's like, "And where are these stars located?" I was like, "Up in the sky, brother." He kind of just hung up soon afterwards. He didn't finish anything. I'm not in a good mood. Sorry, I don't mean to be happy. Happy in tribulation. So anyway, I just wanted to play this when I got back, and I made a recording earlier on, and the recording I made had terrible subjects. I have problems. I've done this earlier on in YouTube videos of proper subjectivity. I talk about people in sequence. Anyway, I kept saying gypsies too close to Polanski family in the original video, and it made it sound like I was calling the Polanskis the gypsies. Really did, and I was playing back. I was like, oh god, that sounds terrible. So, to clarify, no, Polanski, genius. And Manson, gypsy, swine, trash. It was all earth. I wouldn't spit on him to put him out on fire. So this is a song, this is a real song as well, Miss Social Worker. And I'm going to play it for you. And it's going to be probably one of the last times we speak, because I know I agreed to talk to you every Wednesday, but I don't think we're going to be doing that. There'd be little point, you know, in pretending to talk if we're just not actually talking. So yeah, thanks for everything. And this is a Neil Young song. It's from the album On the Beach. It means a lot to me, this song. It's called Revolution Blues, and it's about the horrible gypsies in the world. And the things those gypsies do. It's like military gypsies and sodomites do them. So yeah, I'm doing this with a harmonica, but I'm just not arsed. I'm playing my horn. They live in trailers on the edge of most towns, and you won't see them, brother. They're not the kind that come around. They've 25 rifles, and they're put there by your government to keep the population down. But they need you now. The only reason that I'm still hanging around. So you'll be good to me, I'll be good to you. 'Cause in lands of conditioning, there's not a sinner above suspicioning. And I won't attack them, but I will never back them. So nice to be out here asleep on the lawn. Remember the guard dog, guess what? Now he's gone. It was a drag to hear a soldier whine all night long. Yes, that was me with the doves, setting them free by factories that built your Samsung, my love. I hope that you get your connection. I can't stand the rejection of how much I love to see you, but you know we don't believe you. I'm a barrel of laughs. I keep a carbine turned on, and I'll keep 'em hopping till the ammunition's gone. But then I won't be happy. I've seen, I've heard the things that are going on. I got revolution blues. I've seen bloody fountains and 10 million dunes coming down your mountains. And I heard that Laurel Canyon is full of famous stars. And I hate some gypsies like leprechauns. Good people were killed in cars. Cosby Stills and Noise. You can't sing that, man. You can't say that stuff. Fucking can. Love that song. Thank you, Neil. Better than 2 minutes to midnight. I don't find that very respectful if it's the same thing. So that's the end of that. Nothing more to say.